Hi YouTube friends, it's me Theosha, and today is VEDA day number 3. I am coming to you today with a review of Black Panther. The movie came out on February 16th. If you haven't seen it by now, A, you're missing out on a film that is breaking records all across the world, and B, there's going to be spoilers. Get over it. You've had plenty of time to watch this movie by now. It's April. Anyway, I've seen this movie so many times that I might as well have a timeshare in Wakanda. And it's not because I necessarily wanted to see it as many times as I did. I just have friends whose schedules don't sync up. And so I ended up seeing the movie. I'm not even going to tell you how many times I've seen it. Those of you who know me in real life may know. Don't tell everybody how many times I've seen it because I'm slightly embarrassed about the number. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what? It is what it is. I've seen it 5 times. So I've gone to the premiere, like when it came out on the Friday the 16th. Then I saw it again that Sunday. I went to see it maybe 2 weeks from then for a matinee on a $5 Tuesday. And again that evening. And then I saw it one more time just maybe like a week ago. Okay, so people wanted to see it with me, and I wanted to give them my general reactions as if I had never seen it before. So every person who saw it with me after I saw it the first time got my first time experience seeing it. So I reacted as if I hadn't seen it, and you know, all the things that happened in it. Okay, so what do I think about the movie, you ask? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed the fact that the cast was so, they were just so good in doing what they do. Like, I loved all of their parts. Every single piece of it was great. So, did I leave out of there having a crush on King T'Challa? Yes, I did. Did I also have some conflicted emotions about Eric? Yes, you know, Mr. Killmonger. Well, that was his nickname, but Eric Stevens, you know, I felt really bad for him because I was thinking that everything that we are in the United States as Black people, all of our anger, all of our oppression, all of our everything was just kind of smushed together and put into this one character. So I felt for him. The first time I saw it, I was very like, ooh, he was just too much. I was like, he's such a villain and this and that and other. The second time I saw it, I wept. I cried because of his character, and I really felt for him because, you know, he was trying to do the right thing by giving the people who look like him the power, but he was going about it in the wrong way. There was just like way too much. Was I upset that they had Agent Ross kind of like saving the day? Yeah, I did. I mean, whatever. He has to appear in other movies, so whatever. I was excited to see like all of the different tribes. I thought that that was pretty cool. I really liked how everything was hidden and they had not been colonized. There was just so much to the movie. Like, I mean, it was like a fantasy land for people of color. Like, what would that really be like? Everybody looked amazing. No one had relaxed hair. Like, everybody's hair was like in some natural state. They were shaved, their head bald, whatever. I had absolutely no complaints because everywhere you looked, like even when they were like in the town square and walking around, like it was just, I don't know, it was amazing to see. And I've never been in a place where I would be surrounded by that many people, that many Black people, and just like there, you know? So I was like, what would that even be like? So Wakanda forever. I must admit that the costuming was great. I thought that the everybody's skin looked amazing. Like every single person on this movie was moisturized. Like nobody had ashy anything. And I'm going to try to make myself some kind of a body butter, if you will, that's going to emulate that because I need to go into my summertime looking as hydrated about the skin as they looked in Black Panther. I'm just saying. So yeah, I had not really followed a lot of the Marvel universe, so I did not see when King T'Chaka got killed at like the United Nations. I didn't see any of that because I didn't watch that movie that it came out before. So I missed some stuff, but I mean, it's easy to catch on. And then I read so many things on the internet. The memes, y'all, those memes were giving me life for weeks on end from the movie. It was good. All of the articles and how everybody was breaking it down and, you know, just talking about the different subject matter that happened in the movie. I was impressed by everything. And I mean, this is like the highest grossing movie, superhero movie, like ever at this point. It's still playing at the theaters. And even when I went just a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a week ago, the theater was still fairly full for it to have been playing as long as it had. Like at that point, it had been playing for a month and a half and it was still packed in there. So I was like, now it didn't get to the point that you had to buy your seats in advance anymore. But still, that's impressive. And most people that I know saw the movie more than once. And the people that were in the theater at that time, I don't think that there were many people in there that it was their first viewing. So, you know, I mean, you can take your kids to it. It's great storytelling, lots of good backstory. You know, I'm a sucker for backstory. I love a good backstory. So I thought that that was really cool. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, did you see how everybody dressed up and went to the theaters to see it? I thought that that was amazing. I did not dress up. I wish that I had. I feel kind of out of it, but I've missed that. That ship has sailed. You know, it is what it is. But tell me what you thought about the movie. Did you see it? If you haven't seen it, what is your reasoning for not seeing it? You know, are you waiting for it to come out on DVD? Are you waiting for the whole Fire Stick thing? I don't know. I don't know what people even do with movies. Redbox, I don't know. You know, whatever people do to watch movies nowadays. But I went to the theater, like I said, and I went 5 separate times. Most of them in one theater. And I did go to a different theater, one of the viewings. And yeah, and I thought that it was worth it. I did not pay for my tickets every single time, just to let you know that too. I did get my tickets paid for a couple of times, so therefore, winning. So, you know, no complaints there. And yeah, but I just really want to know what your opinion was, what you thought about it, if you've seen it. You know, some people were very critical of it and just was like, oh, it's not all that. It's just a movie. And then they were talking about how, you know, there's a scene where they go to the ancestors' land and talk to their ancestors. And King T'Challa was talking to his father, and because his father had passed on. And so, you know, people were just like, yeah, but that's just so, like, what is that? What religion is this? What is? And I was like, you got to understand, that was before... I mean, that country had not been colonized, so Christianity had not even been brought into that land. So if that's what you believe as a Christian, yeah, I could see that being a little disturbing, but it's just kind of like, but they had to make it true to form. And that is a ritual that, from what I understand, is something that actually is done in some of the tribes in other cultures. So, you know, who am I? But yeah, so I thought that it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed M'Baku. He came through from the gorilla tribe, from the mountains, and he came down there and just being so extra. Princess Shuri was amazing. She was smart. Her lab was always had music bumping. She was having a good time, and she was just so young and so full of life and just ready to do the thing. She was just like almost too smart for her own good, but in a good way. You know, she wasn't a horrible person or anything, but you know, you got to watch her. Let's see here. The Queen Mother was awesome. I mean, Angela Bassett is good in just about everything that she does because she's already so regal. And then it was like she had her hair in the wrap, and then she took the wrap out and she had these gray locks, and they were like all down her back. I was like, okay, that's a cute look. Come on, Angela. So yeah, everybody in the movie did such an amazing job. And like I said, I was entertained. Claw, the guy, the real villain in the movie or whatever, him in that lockup scene when he was in there singing, talking about, you know, yeah, that was what is love, baby, don't hurt me. It was too much. I was cracking up laughing. He was actually kind of comedy, like comic relief in some of the parts. He was a cruel person, but in some of the parts I did find him kind of funny, because like he runs up the stairs when they're in the casino and he's like flapping his arms like he's flying or something. Not many people notice that. If you watch it, watch that scene again, and I promise you, it just made me laugh. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this there. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the movie, and yeah, I'll get back to you. See you tomorrow for day 4. Bye.